Alright, today I'm going to be reacting to Fossora by Björk. I think I'm 5 Björk videos in, and I think I'm finally saying her name right. You might realize that I'm doing a weird, like, handheld thing right now. It's because I'm editing this video right now, and I did notice that, unfortunately, the first clip of this video on this camera, the file got corrupted. So I am missing the reaction to the first track and part of the second track. So that kind of sucks. Thankfully, it didn't corrupt, like, the whole reaction or anything to the whole album. Yeah, I guess just some quick thoughts on that first track. I did enjoy it. I did think it got a little bit messy and a little bit too off kilter, but overall it was an interesting start to this album. And yeah, I guess we'll hop into it. You guys will see kind of midway through my reaction to the second track. Yeah, go join the Patreon as always if you want to see this reaction uncut. Link in the description where you can join that. And yeah, let's hop in. Again, you'll be in just kind of the middle of the second track. Just the way she's phrasing and constructing these vocal melodies too. It's all really unexpected. Those horns too. Really interesting production elements to that. Like I said, the kind of almost sounding like MIDI vocals. It's like they almost recorded the vocals and then just played them through some sort of DAW. Yeah, I felt like that track very off kilter. Like I said, the timing was all weird. This album so far is sacrifice. It is a little bit messy, purely just to get, I feel like, a sound that is a little bit off kilter. I feel like there could be a better kind of middle ground between these off kilter grooves and stuff and still having it feel kind of coherent. It just feels a little bit messy so far. That's my only really gripe. There's a lot of interesting sound choices and cool textures here, and Björk's vocals are obviously extremely unique, as they usually are. So yeah, I'm hoping it cleans itself up a little bit and becomes a little bit more coherent. That might just be a thing with more listens too. Maybe these grooves and just the timing and the structure of these tracks will make a little bit more sense with more listens. But on this first listen, it just feels a little bit messy. But yeah, let's keep going. Instrumental here. There's those digital vocals again, MIDI vocals. Ooh, nice dissonance there. This is so sick, dude. I love this. Oh, so the dissonance there. That's my favorite so far. Even though it's just a vocal track, no other instruments to it, I feel like the arrangement was really unique. Kept me on my toes the entire way through. Really cool dissonant chords. Again, very skeletal in terms of the things being used, but I think it was executed fantastically. Let's keep going. Sorrowful Soil. That bass line. Wow. that was so good, dude. Holy. I love how we're going. I mean, the previous tracks have had these kind of more digital, artificial sounding vocals. This felt a little bit more natural. Yeah, again, I just love the arrangement here. The off-kilter nature of this one didn't feel messy like the first two tracks did. Interesting that we just have two vocal tracks in a row. I think this one is maybe the better of the two, just the more emotionally impactful for me at least. Yeah, that was great. That was great. There's not much else to say. We're going to keep going. This one's a long one, 7 minutes.
Where this girl, she sang for me in falsetto.
Great little melody here. Just a great fall and rise to this vocal line. Love it.
My ancestress has left all manners. When you're out of time, or how you look back changes. Did you polish us? Ultimate freefall.
This track, it had potential, but I feel like now it's just kind of getting lost in itself and lost in just too many ideas being thrown at the wall here. I liked the simplicity of the intro, and now with all these drums coming in, I feel like it's just kind of losing what it was at its core. Okay, now we're back to what I was enjoying.
You see with your own eyes, but hear with your mother's. By now we share same flesh. Is the odor of our final party closed up for centuries. Ancestress. Grave a cold palm embalmed.
Like I said, that track had moments that I didn't love, specifically the drums during certain parts. I felt like they were just a little bit taking away from the core of the track and what I really enjoyed about it. But overall, I feel like that track is still really enjoyable. A lot of growth to it, just the bells, the strings, very overwhelming. It's shooting for a lot, and it's very ambitious, and I think it does kind of stick the landing at the end there. Again, some moments I don't love, but I think those moments that I don't love are overweighed or outmatched by just a lot of stuff that I do love, like those strings, the bells, her vocals. That track had that magical feel that like something like Vespertine I feel like has, and Vespertine is still probably my favorite Björk album. So anytime something feels reminiscent of that, I usually enjoy it. Next track is just 44 seconds, so we'll probably just let it run into Victimhood.
Þá frelsarinn lánar veðrið blítt, heyið grænt í gör, veit ég enga verri sveit veraldar reit. Já.
Oh, perfect transition. That was a nice little interlude. Wow, I feel like I'm in a dark alley somewhere. It's foggy. Ominous. Oh, the atmosphere here. This reminds me of some of the stuff off Ugly Season by Perfume Genius. It's got this like otherworldly, haunting, eerie feel to it. It's haunting, but it has somewhat of a comforting feel to it. Like I wanna live wherever this track is for some reason. It is losing me a little bit on this bridge here. It's falling back into that same messiness that I didn't love from the first two tracks. It's almost atonal, which is fine. That can be fine. I don't know if it fits the vibe here, you know. It's another track where there's some aspects I love, there's some aspects I don't love. I loved the intro. I feel like it was building a really nice atmosphere, but again, I think it just kind of lost itself with going into that atonal section and just getting a little bit messy. Again, I feel like there is a way you can do these intricacies while still having a nice core to the track and still make it feel grounded. I feel like this track, as well as a couple of other tracks on this album, have just kind of lost themselves. And again, that might just be a thing with more listens that maybe they'll click for me. But for right now, losing me a little bit. Again, I'd say I'm still enjoying this album. Like, I think it is really unique, and I'm loving Björk's vocal presence. It could be a little bit better, you know. We'll keep going. Allow is next with Emily Nicholas. The last track was being in like some dark, foggy alley. This is just being like in an open field with some hills, clear skies, no clouds, a subtle wind, a subtle breeze, you know? There is a dark undertone too. You got those fun little woodwinds, but then that subtle kind of bass and kick underneath everything. This track just feels like having a connectivity to nature, almost like a spiritual connection. That little vocal run. So good. Magical, mystical, serene, fantastic vocals. Just a great atmosphere. I love the lyrics here. Again, there feels like there's some sort of deeper connectivity with nature, some sort of spiritual connection. And yeah, It's just beautiful. Let's keep going. Fungal City is next. Serpent, it features Serpent with Feet. He was on that new Daniel Caesar album. Maybe that's where I recognize that name from. All right, let's go. Fungal City.
Fungal City.
A lot of woodwinds on this album. Interesting.
We walk on this song from
I feel like this album's getting me prepared for the new Andre 3000 album. If you guys haven't seen, he's dropping I think like an hour and 20-minute album, and apparently it's just a flute album. It's just him playing the flute for the entire thing, which I'll be listening to it. I don't think I'll be reacting to it because it's freaking long, but I'm interested to hear how that's going to turn out, and this is kind of preparing me for it. Interesting, combining like the R&B tinge of his vocals with Björk's. Weird. Like the breaks there. And then the drums come in and just kind of ruin it, you know? It's like, why? There's a mismatch here. Things aren't quite fitting together for me. Man, that's a bummer of a track because there's so many aspects I love. The woodwinds, very intricate. The strings, Serpent with Feet's kind of R&B styled vocals creates an interesting dynamic with Björk's vocals. But those drums, just I feel like they don't fit the kind of whimsical vibe that the rest of the track is creating. A little bit disappointing, that track. Like I really do want to save that track because I do want to come back to it for certain parts. But you know, let's save it because I feel like the majority of the track I did like. There's just a couple moments where those drums don't quite fit the tone of the track. All right, let's keep going. Trölla-Gabba. Another kind of vocal interlude here. Jeez. That feels like a song I shouldn't be allowed to listen to. You know, that feels like a song some alien race would make, and some alien species, I don't know why I said race. Some alien species would make. Like, we weren't supposed to hear this, you know? That was so demented, twisted. I loved it, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but just a very, very unsettling vibe to that track. Yeah, that was great, though. I kind of want to listen to it again just because of how unique the atmosphere of that track is. But yeah, let's keep going. Freefall is next.
Freefall. I let myself freefall into your arms. We created
Love how the strings are recorded here. Just a very dry sound to them.
Mountains and beaches captured in a structure we settle if we cling to what used to become one. Our solar systems coalesced a nebulous cloud,
Man,
a gentle
just the recording of these plucked strings here. Oh my gosh, sounds so good.
Arctic Persian compassionate.
I think this is my favorite track. So good. Oh yes, come on. Where are we going? Woo! Oh, it has so much energy, but it's so subtle at the same time. Wow. Oh, like I said, that's easily my favorite track so far. Usually I'm a sucker for strings, and here's another case of that. Just the way they were recorded, I love how dry in the intro they are, and then just, oh, I feel like I could hear every single detail of those pizzicato strings towards the end, picking up the pace, but still, and picking up the energy, but still making it feel subtle and subdued. Yeah, that was brilliant. That was fantastic. Let's keep going. We got 2 more tracks. Title track is next.
Spread like wings.
We're back with this sound. I'll try and give it a chance. Let's see.
Into the atmosphere. Millions of years when ejecting our source seedlings digs downward, decomposes debris.
Oh. That actually kind of goes hard. What the heck? It's like kind of a Yeezus-y with that vocal sample. What the? Woo! Those claps, dude. I need like Peggy to rap over this. Someone like that, like. That goes hard. What the heck? That's the hardest Björk track I've ever heard. What the? I wasn't loving it at the beginning, but once that vocal sample really got turned up to 100, I think the track just took me away. It was visceral, super energetic, in your face, but Björk still kind of just doing her subtle kind of more, not like a super aggressive vocal delivery over it or anything. So it created a nice contrast. Yeah, that was great. Maybe the beginning of that track will grow on me on a future listen, because I know where it gets to eventually. So we'll see. But yeah, that was fun. Keep going on to the last track, Her Mother's House.
Your voice, tone of your voice, the more I love you, stronger you comes from a stingy heart. The better you will survive,
Love how closely those vocals are mic'd. You hear all the little details.
of her heart.
Solid ending. Solid ending to this album. Very melancholy, sad ending. Yeah, this album ended off really strong. Like, I put a heart next to all the last 6 tracks. So I think this album, it started off a little bit spotty for me, hit a little bit of a lull in the midpoint, but ends off super strong. Overall, there's some moments here that I don't love. I think some of the inclusions of drums are a little bit awkward and don't fit the tone of some of these tracks. But yeah, this is overall another great album from Björk. I don't think it's on the same level as Vespertine or Homogenic, but it definitely is one of her best. I think I do like it more than Debut and Post, if I remember those albums correctly. Yeah, it is a little bit inconsistent. Like, there's some tracks that I don't love, but I think the highs are so high that it makes up for those inconsistencies. A lot of woodwinds on here, a lot of interesting combinations of woodwinds and like electronic 808s and electronic kicks and stuff, which I feel like that isn't super new for Björk, but it is still like an interesting sound to me. Definitely enjoyed this. That's Fossora by Björk. Let me know. I just said in the intro that I'm gonna say your name right now, and I keep doing it wrong. Fossora by Björk. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I missed anything, as always. And go join the Patreon, again, if you want to see this uncut. Link in the description down below to go join that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.